go, man. We super excited about this. Can't wait to see the progress out here.
Yes. It's all about financial
With it?
wealth,
What's up with it?
family,
Generational.
generational wealth.
Start this over.
Hi, I'm Chandra. This is my sister LaDonna, and we are, I guess, we're part owners in the Aaron Investment Company. That's our company because we are Aaron's, and our family owns approximately, I think it's like 120 something.
I gotta make sure my sound right first. Mic check, mic check.
Then there's something acres, but right now what's in the corporation is about 40 acres, 39 to 40 acres. And we're out here looking at starting development, potentially doing, well, we're zoned for residential and agricultural. So we're not really sure what we're going to do just yet, but we're here getting some pictures, getting some ideas, some
Say,
strategies, and just getting ready to get boots on the ground, as they say.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go, man. We super excited about this. Can't wait to see the progress out here.
yes. It's all about financial wealth,
That's right.
family,
Generational.
generational wealth. So that's it. When you look at this, that's exactly what you see. So I'm so excited to start this with
Chris?
Mr. Chris and my sister and my family
Yes.
as a part owner. So
And
we're
this
so
is our
excited.
land behind you, going down the first 40, the second 40, and somewhere going the other way. But it's pretty much flat land. It's not hilly. And it's a great spot. So we're just grateful that my
I said if you wanna know what to do with that goddamn land, hit me up
able
ASAP, man.
to
It's a
to our
million
family.
things you can do with that
Super
land, man.
excited. We're gonna have great
For
progress.
real.
So stay tuned.
Like that's
Hi,
a
I'm Chandra.
blessing, man. It say the family building generational wealth. In Alabama got 136 acres. I hit me up ASAP. My first question would be, if this is a family and you trying to build generational wealth, why that land ain't in trust? I mean, I heard them say it's in the incorporation. That's cool. Great. Cool, that's great. But my thing is why it's not in a trust, in a family trust. You know, they got business trusts, they got business that would I I think there probably would have been a little bit more strategic way to do it. You know, who am I? Another person talking about it. Man. But first thing is, what I heard, it sound like bought the 136 acres. It didn't sound like they was too sure about their property line. If they hadn't, first thing they gonna want survey done. Survey to make sure that they can got their property line. That's what I'd be doing. If they hadn't already, make sure they got a abstract. It's very important. Updated abstract, title and everything. Um, the history of the property, what's theirs. Got any mineral rights? If they got any air rights, water rights, things of that nature. Ah, and what I do? 136 acres. Need to figure out what they want to. Might need to clear some trees. Definitely gonna need to clear some trees. Gotta be residential and stuff. Clear some trees out. Make sure you land leveled. However they gonna do that, then definitely gonna need to start putting in some roads, paving some roads, or some, however they want to do that. Gonna need you some gravel or however they want to lay their roads. You can pretty much do that type of way. What's next? Definitely gonna have to call the city if there's no utilities on their property. You're gonna have to get some utilities to their property. That right there is be a little of a process. Being if it's your first time, I'll be working on try to get some utilities over there like electricity, water, things of that nature. See what it's gonna be like for sewage and everything. Gonna be with the city, or if you're gonna have to put in septic systems. Pretty much what I do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more, but I hit me up ASAP because shit ain't nothing to it.
You know what's funny?
Watch closely.
The crossbow. Wow. Wow. Like it hit it. So, you know, it can go out a little ways for a foul, but I don't like that was a good hit, but he hit it on the back. That motherfucker might be gone. It don't look like he hit it where it needed to hit it.
We're getting pulled over. We're getting pulled over.
When I said I was gonna
Look like
build
his
a
ass just tapped it. Out of it.
5.6 million views. Right here is the other container house we built that went viral. It got 830,000.
Yes, you can buy land. You can buy land. Yes, you can buy land.
Come to you and show y'all some of the stuff we still got on the yard. Still have that 2012 F-250, runs, drives 240,000 miles. I'll go ahead and drop that thing down to 6.
My friends, my name is Mark Malone. I'm the first person.
Are we just filling our tanks up with?
You've done a film on the Dogman, right?
Yeah.
The story.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Israel, what part?
Look, right here. From right here all the way to right.
Garner's first attempt to bust Sugar Maple. This Garner's first attempt to bust the window.
Boom.
Second. Third.
His ass ain't hit that window hard enough.
Fifth. Sixth.
No, let me try. No, let me try. No, let me try. Can I?
Chase's first attempt. He got lucky. No. His first attempt.
He hit that damn window hard as hell.
All right, here goes Silas's first attempt.
Bullshit.
One.
The same thing like you get underwater.
3.
You gotta hear up and do what you gonna do.
I don't know, are you?
Or you get submerged.
5. 6.
Gotta whack the hell out of that one.
This started 4 springs ago with a smattering of Sugar Maple. This started 4 springs ago with a smattering.
I love you, Cobb, but
just when I thought the drama.
I love you, Cobb.
Just when I thought the drama with the HOA was over. Just when I thought the.
I seen something earlier. Seen some shit earlier that was crazy. Talking about some land. Definitely wanted to say something about that because can't be misleading folks, man. You fuck around and get somebody in a bad situation. And then on top of that, it's a whole lot. It's way better ways to do all this shit. This it.
Hey y'all. Okay, so I have come to the conclusion that this is your first time watching a video on my page about me telling you how to take over abandoned land and houses through the law of adverse possession, because the first comment or question that I'll get is how to
Pause. Man, a lot of this shit that people be putting out here, some of the stuff I understand where they going at with it, but you gotta be very wise when you be looking at taking in information and really do your due diligence, because it sound good, it got this shock value and everything, but it ain't. It's not it ain't that easy. I'm just be blunt with my words. That shit ain't that easy at all, and it's so many cons, so many negatives that can happen, and let go on finish this shit before I even.
How do I do it, or can you teach me? Yes, I have taken over 12 acres of abandoned land using the law of adverse possession. So if you go back and watch my other videos, I'm giving you guys the steps. I'm telling you exactly how to do it. But for the sake of this page, I'm going to go ahead and tell you again here. But I encourage you to Google the law of adverse possession in your state so that you can see the elements that are required, because each state is different. So number one, actual possession. You have to have actual possession of the property. Number two, it has to be exclusive, meaning nobody else can be sharing this property or claiming possession of this property. Number three, it has to be open and notorious, meaning you're not hiding it. You're not tiptoeing around at night trying to be hidden. Even the neighbors can see you. Number four, it needs to be hostile. You're not fighting anybody. You just don't have permission of the true owner to be there.
There's so many goddamn ways this shit can go wrong, man. I'ma just be the first person to say this shit. Like, that shit sound good, but legally, I'm very knowledgeable on laws and a bunch of different shit. Man, I just hope people that do like try to get into this shit, they really do their due diligence, because it's like it's so many ways you can go about doing stuff to where you ain't gotta do it like that. It's so many ways that you. Let's see if we got somebody on here. Got some. Like, this shit put a lot of people in so much goddamn trouble. You could fuck around, lose your life. You fuck around and be unalive, like playing them games. This shit ain't. Man, that's a wise dude right there. Yeah, look like she ain't even catch on. That's a wise man right there.
And number five, it has to be continuous use. In Texas, it's 10 years. Depending on your state, it could be 10, it could be 20, it could be 30. But that is the essence of adverse possession. The property has to be truly abandoned, meaning no present owner or heirs are around to put you off of the property. Because if they are around, yes, they can put you off of the property. But this page is to teach you guys how to find truly abandoned properties. So if you want to learn how to take over abandoned land and houses legally,
hell no,
continue to follow
not
for
legally.
more.
That's not the whole full goddamn story.
Metal buildings.
Remember when I hooked 10th?
I would not recommend this. Like, I wouldn't recommend this shit at all. It's better ways to go about it. Fuck around, lose your life playing them games and shit like that with people, cause trying to debo some shit, and people tell it to you like this. People I know get to playing with their shit. Get to playing with their shit like that you want to. They put a damn mud hole in your ass and some more shit. Like, man, that shit. It's so many websites, so many ways to go about getting some shit. You ain't gotta do that shit. Like that shit's just crazy. In 2025. Like your ass out here moving like goddamn I don't even move like goddamn immigrant or something. Shit. You gotta do all this shit.
So forgive me if I repeat myself.
Why you?
A common question that I get.
Let's rant. Fuck it. This is what I seem to be doing on this page now, so let's fucking go with it.
It's crazy as hell.
Let's rant.
We know the name.
Crazy as hell. Yeah, I'm still tripping out on this shit. Man, let me go to this person. That shit fucked me up when I.
So what happens when the police show up? Well, I'm about to tell you. Because this nosy-ass neighbor right here decided to call the police on me and my uncle because we...
I call the police on your ass, too, if I ain't never seen your ass in my goddamn life. And you just popped up out of nowhere. Like, that's just normal behavior, you know, but... It's a thin line between understanding the law and running into goddamn law enforcement who don't give a fuck because they don't know your ass and you in they goddamn town. So it's just, you know, it's a blessing that you did what you did and, you know, you alright, but you can go some other places in Texas or different states and they don't give a fuck about that shit you feel like you got going, about that knowing the law shit. They don't give a damn and they gonna let your ass know that that's they motherfucking town and you ain't running a damn thing. Don't be no fool out here, man. You fuck around and shit. Man, to be praying for you.
Because we were taking over possession in broad daylight. There's 1, 2, and 3 cop cars.
Just
Y'all,
the energy.
I wasn't scared. Why?
The energy
because
is
I know
just,
the law. This is a civil matter, not a
fucked
criminal
up,
matter.
man.
Therefore, only
so
the
many
owner
ways
of record
you
can
can go
have me
about doing
removed
this.
for trespassing. So I continue
Better
to have my uncle post
legally.
no trespassing signs right there in front of the police. So guys, if you want to learn from somebody who's done it, I'm not just giving you AI fluff information. Continue to follow this page,
It
y'all.
is
I'm
fluff
giving y'all the
information.
game. Stay tuned.
Not the correct
So what
information.
happens
You
when the police
misleading a
show
whole
up?
bunch of people. Wrong direction. You talk, and if your lawyer is telling you all this shit, you like ill advised, like, cause they ain't really giving you the whole goddamn breakdown. Like they giving you a little bit, but first off, you might know how to do this. Ain't gonna take no credit away from that shit. Proof out of the situation is if it's people like myself doing some shit like this, same way that you feel like that you know the law, it's a lot of people in higher powers that don't give a damn about how much you know that fucking law. They will go to the furthest extent to show your ass that you ain't running shit. When you go take your smart ass to them goddamn courthouses and shit like that. So I want to be real wise and strategic how you doing it, and it's a way better way you can do that. Is actually, see, a lot of times shit be right in motherfuckers' faces. They don't even be knowing it. Like, I just scanned through the comment real quick, and the information that you looking for will be right there in front of your face, and you going about it this whole other way because maybe you don't want to go about it this way. Which, regardless, you're gonna have to pay some sort of fees to obtain a property, no matter if you sitting on it or you paying taxes. You're gonna have to pay to obtain something. Ain't shit free in this world, and that's just what it is. Like, you're not just gonna magically just get the shit. You're gonna have to pay some fees to obtain. You have to pay an attorney fee. You have to pay feed fees, like all that different type of shit. They ain't talking about some tax fees, back taxes, or whatever the case may be. And And that's the shit that really need to be talked about. Like, go about acquiring a property, but then you still got to take in account of all of the debt that may be coming with this property, or all the credit and everything. Cause soon as you obtain something, you're responsible for all that shit is as is. No matter what was going on with it before you taking over, all the shit that was wrong with the land could be taken on past due debt. So, like, yeah, it sound good, but that shit ain't that easy, man. That shit ain't that easy at all. Hate to break it to you. I go a little bit further than that. My own goddamn video that I had dropped a little while ago. Matter of fact, I do this shit right now. Stop this. Talking about it. Crazy that out there. It be vague. That's the word. Put a video out there that's very vague and it can mislead people to where people can think that they could just go goddamn Debo and come up on some land, and that ain't how you go about it. Like, that's what causes unnecessary problems. You don't want unnecessary problems. Hey y'all, what's going on? Today we're gonna be talking about real estate, and one of the ways we're gonna be talking about real estate investing is tax liens. So one of the ways boom. There's so many ways you can go about getting you some property, man, and this is one of them. Like that comment that I seen with the old school dude that was in there, he just told her, pay the taxes. And one of the ways of going about that is investing in like tax liens, tax deeds, stuff like that. Basically what that is in time that somebody doesn't pay their taxes that's due on the property, it end up going to these different markets, everything. Which I have a lot of this stuff in I talk about a lot of this stuff in my consultations. But basically what happens is taxes go toward police departments, the schools, the fire departments, the roads, lights, all this stuff that's going on that make the city what it is. That's what your taxes go to. And anytime you don't pay that, every state is a little bit different, but some states are tax lien states, some states are tax deed states. And what can happen is that once you pay the taxes, sometimes you can end up in return getting their property. Sometimes you could get a like a investment fee for paying them back taxes, like where the city will pay you for paying them taxes. Basically, you will get like the interest and penalty fee, all that different type of stuff, plus your money back. I know because I done did it before. You know, so I'm speaking from experience, investing. You can invest in real estate through tax liens, and what tax liens are where, in this case, the county government places a lien on a home. So the homes that they usually place these liens on are the homes that are in the hood or in lower income levels where people are unable to pay for their taxes. Now this, I say the homes they usually places on this, it ain't even necessarily hood. It can be in affluent neighborhood, in the country. Usually, is in most common cases, like let's say live in poverty street areas or rough areas, them are it's more of a high possibility that them homes is gonna have like tax issues, because a lot of times people don't pay their goddamn taxes, or when they get old, when they pass on, siblings or whatever the case may be, they'll come in and live in a house, not pay these goddamn taxes for living. Next thing you know, they be sitting up there wondering why they finna lose the house, and it's because they ain't paying the taxes. Crazy. It's like, if you want the house, just pay the fucking taxes. You don't want the house, don't give it to somebody. And the crazy thing about it be your own goddamn people. The crazy part about it is they'll really let that shit go to somebody else, or let it go back to the city before reaching out to somebody who might want to get it, or might want to not even necessarily get it, or could help them stay in the damn house. It be crazy, man, how people is in any income level where people are unable to pay their taxes. But I just put houses in the hood, just to give y'all a little example. So when they place their lien on a home, it's due to the fact that that tax that you're paying goes towards our county's schools, police departments, fire departments, and fixing up our roads and stuff. So anytime that money is not paid, them are the reasons why we have potholes in our road and things like that. So they place their lien on the home, and then you have investors, which over here, the county government allows an investor to invest into your tax lien certificate, which is placed on your home. So what happens is, let's say if your home is market value worth $200,000, and you were back behind in $2,000 in taxes. What happens is you have a $2,000 tax lien behind on your taxes. The county government they have like this thing set up to where investors can go invest into a tax lien certificate. So this investor here take his $2,000, buy your tax lien certificate, and in return, the county government will give them 18% that's state mandated. So every state has their own percent. Let's say in this case it's 18%. So for him investing into that tax lien certificate, he basically is loaning the county government money to fix up the police departments, the fire departments, the roads, and invest into the schools. So while he is holding this tax lien certificate, some tax lien certificates are redeemable within 6 months to 3 years. In that 6 month to 3 year time span, what's going to happen is on his 18%, there's also fees and penalties that he can receive on top of that. So what it does is it gives the homeowner a chance to extend their time frame of when they can pay off their tax lien certificate. They pay. And that's what I was talking about right there. It's like, depending on the situation and the type of investing that you're doing, really gonna determine if you acquire a property or not. So in this case, it's like what I was saying with people reaching out, family, friends, or just people in the neighborhood. It's like stuff like that. It's like, okay, could have did something like that. They could have gave you more time to get the money to pay the shit back. Even if, let's say, worst case scenario, it was to come where somebody they didn't pay. I just end up getting the property and stuff like that. That's not the case in every state, because every state is different acquiring properties when it pertains to adverse possession, tax lien, tax deed, etc., etc. But this right here can give you an opportunity or some little leeway to come up with the money to pay your taxes to the estater instead of just letting it go to the city or, to the government. But that's crazy how, it's sad that people rather let somebody else get their home or just let it go to the city and just say, just fuck it, basically, before connecting with people or reaching out. Sometimes they just be so, conniving or vindictive, or they just be like, man, I'd rather let it go to the city than somebody to help me with, or to this person. Like, it just be some crazy stuff. Get off in time, what happens is the investor, he gets his money quicker, depending on, you know, the time frame that they pay it. But usually, a lot of times, the county government will go on and pay the investor a certain amount for investing into their home, usually at 18%. So let's say in this case, he invested into this home, the back taxes his home, and within 6 months, he ended up getting 18% back on his money. This is not including any fees or taxes, but this is how the tax lien game work in the real estate world. So a lot of people are not aware of this because they do not have this information out to the public. But this is a very lucrative business. You can invest into tax lien as a startup business, or let's say as just a regular investor. Hey, and another thing with tax lien certificates, just to clear it up, usually when you're investing in tax lien certificates, this is not saying that you're going to get this home or that they are going to lose their home. Usually when you invest into this tax lien certificate, you're going to extend the time frame for them to have a chance to pay out their taxes so that the county government or the banks and everything will not foreclose on this home. So tax lien investments is a very lucrative business. Usually, the faster they pay it is the faster that you'll get the penalties and fees and everything back quicker. But a lot of times, like I said, the 18%, you're gonna get that like after the time frame expires and it's redeemable. So if you got any questions, y'all like this video, please like. Every place is a different percentage investing like that. And then another thing with that, that's a long man game. So it's like doing stuff like that, you're not expecting quick returns doing investments like that. It's like, don't get your hopes up high thinking that, oh, it's a get rich quick or like that. And like, slow money is for show money. That's the thing. Regardless, you're going to get paid. Whether it's from people that own the property or the city. You're going to get your money. Get this other one. Hey, what's going on? Today we're going to talk about this real estate again. So what's going on is we talking about investing. So it's two ways you can invest into this real estate. You got the pre-foreclosure market. Hey, I did this video so long ago. It's actually a whole lot more ways that you can invest. Knowing everything that I know now, but these are just the two ways at that moment that I knew. And you got tax purchases. So with the pre-foreclosure market, that's the way that you see a lot of people do it. Like, just it's more common. So you hear about it a lot more often. So what people will do is they will go find foreclosed homes that'll be, let's say for example, the fair market value of the home would cost anywhere from $200K to $250K. And what they would do is they'll go purchase it for $120,000. So after they purchase it for that $120,000, they usually may fix it up a little bit if there's anything wrong with the home, and then they'll sell it for $150K. So this is just an example, and so their profits will be anywhere from $30,000 or more or less, depending on what's all wrong with the home when they buy it from pre-foreclosure. So that's a common way that a lot of people are doing it. One of the ways that I do it, which you can get homes this way, and you can just do investments to where you can create you compound interest and a lot of passive income, which is tax purchases. So what happened is, with your tax purchases, I would go in and buy a tax lien or a tax deed. The assessed value would be $200K, and this is the excess value on the home. So what I do is I would find that, hey man, the taxes on that home or the fees that's due on the home is $5,000. So I take my $5,000 of hard cash on hand and invest it into this assessed value property that has back taxes on it or any fees. and let's say I end up getting a home. So if I end up getting a home, what I do is I can end up saying that, hey man, it has a assessed value of $200,000 or $250,000, and I turn back around and I would sell it for $150,000, which can leave me profits from anywhere to $140K if I was doing it through the lien tax deed route. So the motto over here is to buy low, sell high. The motto over here is to buy high, sell high. So just be sure, if you like the video, be sure. And shit, I think my math might be a little bit off. A lot of ways to listen to real estate. A lot of ways to listen to. I just go about it that way that she had went about it, because it's too many other ways you can get some real estate. It's too many other ways. It's a whole lot more simpler. It's way more complex, and it's inciting like trouble, unnecessary shit. You don't want that shit. You don't want that type of stuff in your life. Like, and I'm just like this, like, something mine is mine. I'm not finna go through all this unnecessary rah-rah and trying to debo or sneak or hide and all this stuff to try to claim something. Like, I mean, some people do it, but I ain't finna go through all this. So many other ways you can get some stuff. It was another video I seen earlier. There you go.
Ben Simmons. I moved here 22 years ago. None of this over here was here. This was an isolated place. Nothing was here. And
I be looking at these videos and I be reacting, trying to do it. I'm doing ain't no crime. Doing this from bias, logical, factual perspective. I don't be giving a damn about none of these folks got going. Like, personally, giving like raw facts and logic, like the situations. A lot of the stuff that we talked about previously applied to these same videos.
I worked hard. I took a wheelbarrow. Took me a year to clean this land up. And the city would not let me put a brick home here. They said I could only put a double wide. First, they told me I couldn't put nothing here because I tore the old trailer home down that my father-in-law had. And I hired a lawyer.
Sound to me like they told him that because of zoning or building restrictions. Most likely why they told him that, because there was certain restrictions on the land that he wasn't aware of at that moment.
He charged me $10,000 to get me to get on this land.
Lawyer bag out for you. That's what it was.
And his name was, I'm trying to think of his name now. I can't
It's okay, but now what's happening?
But right now, the developer in this area, Trent Thomas, Roundtree Development, and their lawyers, is trying to take my land. They asked me to sell. I said I wasn't going to sell. They offered me $150,000 for my land just a few years ago. And you see what I got.
Wonder what he doing with the land. Wonder what he doing with the land. What is his plans for the land? why he would, even if you don't sell it, because you don't want to sell it because it's yours, you can always lease it. You could offer to lease it to him. But it sound to me like it's something that's going on with the land that he's unaware of, or that they know the reason why they giving them issues, meaning they fall back on what I was saying earlier, like if you ain't your taxes on your land, if you ain't been doing a lot of things that he needed, reason why you having these issues, because it's very rare that you're gonna people just, I ain't gonna say word is, people ain't finna come at you like that if they know it's something that they can't get. Something wrong with a property, or if it's something that they know that they can get, they gonna approach you. But something that I cannot. I'm trying to see, like, from their perspective, they probably looking at it like, and shit, laying up over here, they ain't too. Let's go and see why. It's probably just raw land, mostly probably just sitting up, not being maximized, which his perspective or anybody else's, it is like they land, they bought it, they whatever they want. Developers probably thinking houses, slaves, or whatever the case may be, that their property, good in the community, whatever they got going. And if they want their land, you ain't got your shit all the way together. There ain't shit it's nothing that you gonna do to stop them from doing what they gotta do. Especially if they already done started the process trying to get it. The best thing that he could have done is, well, my thing is sometimes we just, why is it in your name? Why you even, why it's not in your family trust? If this is something that you want for generations and everything, why you don't have it in like a entity name or company name, or like in your family trust or something? Like, that's something you should have set up. I wouldn't necessarily have ran the TikTok. So I know there's some people like that'd be like the only option. They be thinking that like this will help. Like this do help, because if it didn't, I wouldn't be sitting up reacting to it. But yeah, I would definitely get a damn in trust. Would have been had it in older. They probably that's exactly what they looking at it like. They're like, man, this man probably like 80 something, almost 90 something years old. He ain't gonna be here that much longer. And we might as well go on and start acting on it so we can go on and get it, because it's gonna end up, they probably feel like it's gonna end up with us. It's gonna end up in the city anyway. If he pass on or something, God forbid.
Last month, 3 months ago, they offered me $500,000 in front of my lawyer. I said, no, I'm not gonna sell. He called me, Trent Thomas, and say, his father called and say, I own your land up from back yonder. It goes way back there to your back.
That he owned that land from up back yonder. If he say he owned the land, your land, he already didn't. I mean, portions of it or wherever it said either didn't pay his taxes on it, and they went on and acquired the land with their attorneys, and he's trying to give them the opportunity to that's what it sounded like. It sounded to me like the taxes ain't been paid. He ain't been keeping up with his taxes on his land. And they know that, and they were just trying to offer him the money personally instead of just outright taking it. They probably already know that they can just take it, especially if he ain't did his part. And then, like, shit, I don't mean this in no harsh way or anything, but a lot of people be ignorant about a lot of things and receiving this stuff wrong. But they're gonna continue this.
No. And then his son called me 2 weeks ago and said, I want to buy your easement. I said, no, I'm not going to sell it. He said, I can force you to do it.
What's good with it, Mr. Google?
I prayed.
Goggle.
And I come up with my sign. And he called me a few days ago.
It's the crazy part about this shit. He say, they want to buy his easement. They already own a portion of the land. They just need access. I'm doing good. I'm blessed. How about yourself? How your day going? Yeah, they already said they own a portion of the land. Now they need an easement so they can do whatever they trying to do on their own land that they own.
He said, you're scandalizing my name. I said, no, I'm not scandalizing your name. I said, you scandalize mine. And you say I was the nigger in the way.
Oh, shit. Said, I don't condone that language at all, Twitch. Not gonna lie, I slept the entire day. I feel you. School tripping with his language. But like I say, sometimes people be taking stuff out of context. Don't even be all that half of the time. Most of the time, it don't be nothing like that. It be completely different.
If you plan on moving off grid,
people might
don't make the same mistake I did. This especially goes for those who are trying to live this lifestyle on a limited budget. Now, I do want to say we have a lot to be proud of in the 4 years since we first started down this journey. We have learned the basics of growing food, built a geodesic dome in the middle of the woods of Tennessee, and progressively improved our business.
Niggas, crazy, man. It's why it's good to educate yourself on what you got, what you own, like what you have. It's easy to lose it. You gotta really do some educating when you have stuff like that, like land and stuff and everything. Cause man, it is not easy.
Building skills with every project we complete. We at least got 2 shower walls done. This is all with no experience. But today I was showing available land to someone who follows our journey here on TikTok. But you can see it has a lot of flat land here.
Right.
And I was sharing with him the things I wish I did when I first moved off grid instead of learning the hard way. If at all possible, before you start any major building projects, try to observe your land for an entire year first. This will help you understand the natural patterns of your land. That way you can design with nature and not against it. Sun patterns, water flow, wind and weather are just to name a few. If you've been following our journey for a while, you know that climate control has been a battle we've been losing ever since we moved off grid. All because we didn't pay attention to sun patterns. Coming to harvest out of the garden? Yay.
Come on, Fred. You can do it. Hi, buddy.
Fred ass old as hell.
Burn more wood in the wintertime and have no reprieve from the heat in the summertime. And temperatures in the dome can sometimes exceed 115 degrees. You can live an off-grid lifestyle without a big checkbook. You just got to be strategic from the start. My name's Sean, and I live off-grid. If you plan on moving on...
Talk about how I was able to...
We're standing in the pool.
The anime community...
So today I'm about to bear my neighbor's offense.
Right, ready? Yep. And go. When it gets to 10, tell me.
Okay.
I wonder how fast it went. 60? 40, 50.
I don't think I'm gonna have an issue keeping it back that long. It's just how much control am I gonna have once I get back there, right? All right, ready?
Yep.
And go.
Okay. Not too bad.
Right, ready?
Yep.
And
excited to have you on.
How much is this thing?
Just get the black to.
He's not lying, and I'm a.
No matter how. Not panic.
I don't be one. Yeah, they boo.
We're ready to start hanging some drywall now. Anytime you go to hang drywall, you really want to do your ceilings first and then your walls from the top down. So this bit of drywall that I have attached up top here is going to represent the ceiling, and our first sheet is going to be across the top. So we want to take a measurement, which is going to be 6 foot.
They buy a.
Man, I seen this damn fishing video. Dude had that hook stuck in his nose. One of them had it stuck in his. Like, man, what the hell y'all be doing when y'all be fishing? Like, I know the hook, the hook got stuck in my hand before, but get it in your face is crazy.
Like he's seeking information.
His had to be.
Thank you so much, Auntie, for taking care of us today.
Trying to slang it all the way across the damn lake.
Oh, you can follow me. My Instagram is Dion.
There's no shot. This guy's a.
Bitch, how come nobody?
MP5.
Talk to.
Wonderful.
I warned these.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
Let's talk.
Oh my god, he's up there.
All right, y'all, so let me come out here and show y'all what to look for when you think you found some abandoned land or an abandoned property. So if you start checking those taxes and you start seeing all red for at least 5 to 7 years, that is a good indication that this property is abandoned. So start doing your research, looking for the owner or to see if there's any heirs around that could possibly put you off of the property. If it looks abandoned and you see green, even if it looks abandoned, leave it alone. That means somebody is invested into it enough to continue to pay those taxes. So we're gonna
Ain't no leave it alone, goddamn it. You sitting up here trying to goddamn take over somebody's shit. You trying to take over somebody's shit. Adverse possession and shit. No. Hell no. Hell no. No, man, shit. Now what it is that if you go through all this goddamn researching and shit like that to see how many years somebody ain't paid and woo, and like if you find the owners or the names on it, you can easily call them. See, this the thing right here. You finna go through all this goddamn hassle to sit on somebody's shit and try to take over with the risk of getting shot at, getting harassed by the police, neighbors, getting all different type of crazy shit. Which is cool if that's what you want to do. But in reality, it's like, could have just reached out to them folks off to buy the property. They might been looking for somebody to sell it to, but you ain't never gave them the opportunity. Ain't no telling. And if they didn't, then you start moving to these next steps and everything. But you ain't even gotta do that step. Like if it's obvious that you see that it's red and it ain't been paid, all you gotta do is pay the damn taxes. Sitting up here talking about you got an attorney, you got this, that, and the third. Well, if that's the case, if you got the money to pay the attorney, you got the money to pay that goddamn back tax and shit, and holler at your attorney to go about getting that property, because that's what the folks that got sense be doing. They don't be doing this dumb ass shit. Folks that got sense, if you got money to buy a goddamn attorney, or say you got an attorney online and shit, all your ass got to do is, if you see that damn red shit up on there and it say, oh, it's been back 3-4 years, pay the goddamn back taxes. I'll let your goddamn attorney go on, set that shit up and go about getting a damn property. It's that simple. But all this other, you gotta sit up on the property. That shit, you ain't gotta do all this shit unless you just get a thrill out of this shit and just want to, or just on some conniving ass, roguish ass shit. It's just being real. You ain't gotta do all this shit. But a lot of this shit people be saying online, it be more to ear and eye.
Leave those alone. But the ones that are red, go ahead and start doing your research. That means that it's very likely that those properties are abandoned. Okay? That is so unethical. Look at that. That is just so irresponsible. To have
don't always mean that the property is abandoned.
So if y'all are riding around and your research shows you this,
it don't necessarily mean that a property is abandoned. What that could usually mean is, like, if your ass ever been in a situation like anybody in this world, no matter who it is, they tend to fall on hard fucking times. Most likely them people that had some hard fucking times and not able to keep up the taxes or whatever the case may be. Pretty sure it shit cost some of them people might be thankful. Or might be willing to sell it, but just going about it that way, that's some and it is what it is, to each his own. Like, it is people that do it this way. People that do it this way for sure, but the intelligent people know that you ain't gotta go about it this way. Ain't saying that you ain't intelligent. But ignorance is why you're going about it this way, because, like, the more you know, better you'll start moving, real estate investing. Like the bottom of the barrel as real estate investing. If I'm being straightforward.
this type of information, smash that shit. Because as we all know, land appreciates. And I don't know about y'all, but I would appreciate if it was going in my pockets. Okay, follow for more.
It's not necessarily always true.
I live on a black sailboat.
Not always.
I live on a...
All right, y'all. So
not necessarily always true. It depends on, like, land appreciation depends on the market value in the area. The whole area as a whole. Like, it's land that sitting up here today that's probably still the same goddamn price and ain't appreciated. But somebody's in that area building the land up or bringing more value to that area, then it can start to appreciate, but not always true. Land is a great investment, but you want to be wise, because you don't want to sit up here and buy no land and you ain't got no deep ass pockets maintain the land, or you find out that this shit in the flood zone. You got to go to all this different type of shit to get it to be sustainable, meet your needs, or might not even be able to use it. Like, it's a lot of shit that can go wrong with this. That shit ain't that easy. That shit be driving me, goddamn it, because motherfuckers be getting on there. They get on this damn internet and sell your ass a dream. Hey, your ass out here looking like a crash dummy for real. Your ass go up out there sitting on some, oh yeah, man, I done went and did what this lady told me to do. Now I'm sitting up out here. I'm finna tell the police this, and the third. Man, you better be thankful that it wasn't the landowner or somebody else, because somebody could have sent your ass to another dimension, playing them games on people's land and stuff.
Let me come out here.
I just want...
Alright, so there's...
Alright. Let's engine swap this go.
I don't know who needs to hear.
Let's engine swap this go-kart. I got a brand new Predator Ghost We're gonna be swapping out.
I don't know who needs.
I hope you have a fantastic.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can just rent that piece of equipment. They don't.
Yeah,
ask
yo,
if
you
know
sure
how to
can.
use it. You can just figure it out.
Man, I learned this
I don't
shit.
know who needs to hear this.
Learned
but you
this
can
shit a
just
little
rent that
while
piece of
ago with my
equipment. They
my
don't
customer,
ask if you know how.
tattoo customer and stuff. He was like, man, cause I was telling him about some shit I was trying to do. Like, man, you know, you can just go to Home Depot and Lowe's and just rent all the damn equipment and shit and everything and figure that shit out. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I was on.
I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you figure out your many side hustles. Have a great one.
So I pulled that giant rock out and I hit the sprinkler line. That must have pulled the line loose from.
I always tell people that 50,000.
Like them other people that had all them acres and stuff, they gotta do shit like this. They gotta clear out the land. Gotta go rent them. Damn. Gotta go rent them damn tools and stuff. Clear off them properties. Knock down them trees. Like, that should be like one of the main things, especially if they finna start building homes on it. Outside of, you know, well, you got surveys, abstracts, and that nature. Or anything running. So then it be lawyers on here that I be seeing. They be giving some janky ass information to leading people astray. In reality, all they trying to do is build their clientele and get them a bag. That's the truth. It's very, very rare. That it's a few good attorneys, but most of them trying to go around and collect the bag out for you. Reacting to. It looks disgusting.
Meteorite turning into venom. Some of you might want to track this.
Your right head up. Southeast America. I don't be liking people bogus ass information. Got people out here putting their lives at risk. Then you try to downplay it with your words, talking about, we ain't gonna be taking it aggressively. Bullshit. Bullshit. Might be put in a situation where your ass gonna have to do something.
If I'm catching you before Saturday night or Sunday.
Okay. Man, crazy, man. Real estate talk, real estate talk. My mind be all over the place with this stuff. I can't even. I be having so much information on this stuff. I can't even get it out right. I know so much about it. Learned so much about it over the years. Know a little bit about it. I ain't gonna say I know a lot about it. What I do know is take your ass on somebody's property if you want. Talking about some adverse possession. They got all right to do whatever the hell they please with your ass. And you can tell the police this, tell the police that. Police ain't gonna save your ass when they pop up. If somebody pop up. Like, what's all this shit you thought you was telling us the last time? And you telling us it was a civil matter, remember? Hey, what's up with it, Lisa? How your day going? Day going all right, Lisa? Fine. About to give me. Fine. I was reacting to TikTok stuff. Reacting to these crazy folks on TikTok. Stream of the day. Okay, that's good. That's good. When you gonna be streaming? Plan on streaming it anytime soon? Trying to see game looking. Tomorrow 6 p.m. So that's I'm gonna stop in, you know, show you some love in your chat, just like you've been showing me some love. I think you an hour. I think you said yesterday it was 12. You an hour ahead. Where you at? Where you at? I'm Texas. Oh, it's 5 p.m. right here. I'm in Texas. It's 5 p.m. Yeah. Where you at? You in Barbados or you ain't in Barbados? Yeah, what time is it your time? By 6. Oh, you from Barbados? Ain't. You be having to watch all the music. Definitely be having to watch the music. Got copyrighted. Those I hate when they be copyrighting. Still in Barbados? Oh shit! It's 6 o'clock in Barbados. Crazy. What side of the world that's on? What's that? The Western Hemisphere? Western Hemisphere? I can't. judge my spell. Yeah, Barbados in the Western Hemisphere. Ain't verified. Yeah, I'm looking it up. I ain't never been to Barbados. I'm gonna take a trip to Barbados. Oh, it's nice out there. Ain't this where Rihanna from? Yeah. I take a boat ride up out there. I go by sea. Yeah. It's on the Western here. I know I was looking at all them places in the Western Hemisphere. I don't know why this shit ain't popping up. This shit in the Western Hemisphere. Yup. Know how I know? My tribe fuck with Barbados. Fuck with everybody from the Western Hemisphere. Connections. Man, my these games on here I had to go. Streaming. Bag like good you having a great day. I so appreciate boring right now. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to get better with my communication. I ain't too good with it. I'm trying to get better with it. Going back on TikTok. TikTok be crazy as hell. You know, TikTok, you can see everything from all over the world. You ain't gotta go nowhere. Peace. What's the locals like over there in Barbados?
I was told that one of you guys commented and asked if
Locals like, what y'all be eating? I be going places when I be traveling and stuff. I like to be in the hood. I like to be with the locals. I don't want to do all that tourist stuff. I like to be where the people at. Yeah, people crazy on TikTok.
The reason why you wearing a helmet? Just for safety?
But she got a helmet on her goddamn. She got a helmet on her head like she riding a bike.
That's right. I guess everybody.
That shit funny as hell.
Personal preference. What the importance of
Hey, what's sushi? The sushi? See? Pity or pity? I don't eat pork. Breadfruit, dumpling soup. Sound good. Sound real good. Sound. Is it like is it big or is it kind of like, I don't know if you've been to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, you could travel around the whole island in an hour. I think Barbados might be bigger than that, right? What's the culture like? It's still a lot of is it Europe? Is it colonized or is it still a lot of like cultural stuff going on? Still a lot of native stuff that be going. Or is it kind of like they hear Americanized? They just like one area that's kind of like for tourists where it's kind of Americanized. Get on a boat, sail that way.
Especially on the East Coast, that people said you couldn't kill deer low. It's everywhere. You get it in the Midwest too.
What is the reason? Why do you like that?
So I think over the years it's become gospel, right? Because there is advantages, and I think people had some success, and it just breeded more high hunting and get away and get high up, get out of sight. It makes sense, right? Well, I also believe that, there's disadvantages with that. The higher you get, the more likely you are to get silhouetted. Shot angle sucks. And actually, if you think of how quick a herd of deer can adapt to a situation and adjust to a situation, just think about how long they've been ambushed by very high heights. There is no natural predator that sits at 7-8 feet. The thing is like you gotta give yourself to it and you gotta commit and try it. Take 2 sticks out there for a couple weeks and hunt low every time. Keep in mind that movement is everything. Yeah. And when you're that close and low, you gotta be still. And every year I have at least 3 people come up to me that say they started hunting low and they killed the biggest buck they've ever killed. Man, if I had $1 for every time, especially on the East Coast.
I have 4 cars, so I'm gonna show you guys.
Right now, to be honest.
Hey, what's up, bro?
The
watches, right?
If you be the cash.
Anything.
Hey, what are you doing?
Websites.
You know, somebody asked me the backstory about this. If you really want me to be honest, y'all, this started with a heartbreak. I was in a relationship with this young lady who left in January, and it was a pain that changed who I was, who I am. And I couldn't find a therapist. And so I came down here and I bought all this land and I cleared it all with my hand, hoping I could show her my worth. And what I learned along the way, man, how many acres you buy, how many trees you cut down, no matter how many rocks you flip, nothing keeps a woman that don't want to be kept. So fellas, if she pull back,
your ass should have been knew that.
Breaking news coming from the...
In this video.
As I heard, shit. I clear some trees and some land out for my damn self before I clear them out for an ungrateful ass person, woman.
Patriots, this is
10 points.
All right, and this is the compilation.
You mean to tell me a 22?
What's going on with the truck?
I bet you. For me, it's just going out.
As crazy as hell.
oh yeah,
What happened to you?
See, people are always fucking with you.
oh yeah. I think, yeah.
What happened to your iPad, you said?
Always messing with you. I seen a dude, he was in a tree. His ass was up there on that damn post. He was shitting at the top of the tree. I said, dog, out of line. Still got to come down the tree. You might step in your own shit. Got him. See the other dude hit him. He dry hit that damn dirt on the top of the back. That dirt ass is gone. Evan right there gonna fall. He hit it right in that spot.
If you're gonna build a
that dirt right there ain't going too far.
Here we. Oh my God.
10-year-old Jay.
Shit.
Joke.
Hey y'all. Okay, so let me give you a sneak peek of what I will be showing you guys in my masterclass. We're working on that now.
Hey man, you want to learn about some land and shit?
The most important is
Hit me up, man. Really want to get to it and learn about some land? I got consultations. I'm gonna give you that real deal game. Ain't gonna give you no bullshit.
We recently wrapped.
So I'm stood here on the north coast of Ireland at the giant.
Real deal game.
When the ships came into Galveston.
POV.
When
POV.
It's tall.
I ain't finna get no say, goddamn fairy tales and shit. And send your ass on the bunny trail, hell. Oh. It's a lot that come with that land ownership. Cause I be helping people manage their property.
Errol Spence was probably up there with Crawford and Canelo when he was in his peak as my favorite fighter. I loved watching him. And
Dude, I remember, sorry to cut across you, I remember, it's funny because we're getting Canelo Crawford. I remember when people were literally saying Crawford.
Appreciate it.
It was supposed to be Errol Canelo because Errol was the big 147 guy gun up. And I think Crawford might have been 160 at the time. Sorry, Canelo might have been 160.
He was.
All it was Errol jumping up.
It was pre-crash.
Pre-crash.
And that makes you wonder, had the crash not happened.
I mean, that's the truth. But it is what it is.
He must look at what Crawford's doing thinking, this all should be
I started watching Crawford when I was
this guy. Like, I was the
locked up, shit.
Remember?
This is
when I seen his ass in it, I was locked up. I said, "Oh shit." Only reason I was I fuck with hometown because it's hometown. I'm gonna ride with hometown regardless. But that shit I seen when I was in the goddamn lockup and shit, watching ESPN, cause shit, your ass can't see no goddamn prime boxing and shit. That ass is gonna work. Been built to ass. I seen him fight some dude. Can't remember who. He beat the shit out of his ass.
The Arrow. We've got an Easton 5.0 in a 300 spine, running a standard hit insert, an Easton collar. On the back, we've got the Boning Alpha Veins, a 3-fletch, and then we've got a Boning Aerotherapy collab wrap. For the broadhead, I am shooting a 100 grain Beast Titanium. 2.3-inch cut. I'm really excited to see how this performs. Now, one of the reasons I chose this...
I just listed 30 acres for sale in Brookston, Texas.
Hey, ass be crazy as hell. Ain't no fucking way I'm be sitting up there playing them games. You know, they did it so long that they don't even be worried I be worried the damn tree gonna fall right on me. Beat me and my luck, I been and got hit upside the head with the fucking tree. Crazy as hell. What make you so confident that that tree just gonna stand there? That shit could have just fell straight forward. Damn, that's crazy. One good win, your ass out of there. Don't need more than a helmet. I mean, at that point, you might as well just don't cut the whole fucking. Like the shit. Look, he already getting ready to pull. Dog ass crazy. Crazy thing about them trees, still gotta go there and still gotta get to the root of it. Yeah.
Using 1x6x12 footers, we do 71 inches on center. That gives you just enough space for a back and forth if you need to, if there's roots. All right, that is a great question. How far apart are our posts? Now, if you're using 1x6x12 footers, we do 71 inches on center. That gives you.
We understand what you're asking.
So I get to work, I see all this dirt on my parking lot.
Anytime I
So if the data says, and it does.
Anytime I see the trans flag.
So if the data says, and it does, that white folks on average have 15 times the net worth of black.
Yeah. Because we don't want people to all have money. The powerful people don't want that. That's it.
We just sold.
I go home, sell my trailers. $10,000, $5,000. I'll give you $1,000. Deal zone. 1,200, 10, 12, $1,200, 10, 12, 14, 1,400, 1,600, 1,600.
Carolinas. Talk about wasting money.
That hill is too steep. Alright, so yeah, we have a problem. Big problem. He tried to make the driveway go like this. A lot lower than it is. That's too high. That hill is too steep. And he cannot he can't go deeper because there's like a rock formation all through here. Hold on, son. It's a rock formation, so our two options are dynamite or
And that
find
shit
a
ain't.
new way in, which obviously we can't find a new way in because we already started.
That shit ain't too steep. Better
Dynamite.
lay some damn
So
what
yeah,
that shit is.
these are the problems. Alright, so yeah, we have a problem.
Lay some of that shit down and level that shit up and dry your ass up there.
Tried to make the driveway go like this. A lot lower than
You're a
it is.
perfectionist.
That's too. Alright, so
You like being out here in the woods? You don't?
It stank out here.
Well, it's woods. It's dry mud. But you know, you gonna have to get dirty. You hear me? Put that phone up. I keep telling you every time, hey, what you getting paid for? You ain't doing that. That's what I told you. You gonna find something to do out here. I got plenty for you. When I get out in a minute, we're gonna get that grease going. I'm gonna let you grease this truck. You gonna get your hand dirty. You know that, don't you?
You don't like being out here.
He did.
Yeah.
You said they can't. Where you wanna be at? Well, you ain't right now. You ain't got no other choice. Hey, he been sitting up watching TV and playing games too long. Yeah.
Like you gotta have him. You gotta have him out there with you.
If he ain't around nothing like this, how you gonna like it?
Damn right. That's how it be.
He got no other choice. So he be with me, he gonna be out here.
Business is everything. Like
Like
shit.
Daddy
That's
said,
how my
he
granny and them had me.
ain't got no other choice. He ain't got nothing else he gotta do.
Business.
Once he come with me on weekend, this is where we gonna be at. I got a lot of things I can put it, but this gonna be the root of his foundation.
He gonna appreciate it later on in life.
And putting
ChatGPT, if you were a human.
I heard a home.
Appreciate it.
Pay attention to this.
Just know you're not alone.
Hi, everybody. I wanted to jump online for just a.
What are you doing?
What's she crying for? What you doing?
Condominium.
Okay. Thanks. Have fun. Hi.
Can you babysit?
Sure. They can figure it out. Yeah.
I don't. Or just that video crazy. Trouble. Why it's important to have storage on your PCs and phones, all this shit. Got no storage issues, 12 terabytes. All together. I have enough.
DIY tip, okay?
Yeah, I'll be
what
looking
we
at
do
other shit. I don't be liking this shit pop up on my shit.
4x4 posts like
Shit
this.
lame as
If
hell.
you want to get this super tight, like if you look down this line, look how tight we are. There's tricks to that, but I want to show you what we do when we get a crinkle or a bunched up part like this, okay? Now, there's going to be some horizontal boards that are going to come across here with a beauty board. Post will be cut flush at the top. But let me show you what we do to get this crease out. You see that?
Pull it.
I'm going to leave the camera here so you can see it.
Twist it.
I'm going to take my pliers here and I'm going to twist this way. See that coming out right there? All right, we're going to just do that up here too on this one. See that coming out?